So namaste and welcome. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Siddhananda and let her explain what happened today when we went out in a car ride. She took me out to lunch, and so I'll turn the mic back over to her and let her explain her experience, what took place today. Today is the day before Guru Purnima, and on Guru Purnima is the day that the Guru gives the most blessings to the sadhakas. That's the day that they should make all concerted efforts to be there to gain the blessings from the Guru. So I will turn this over to Siddhananda. You take a little fuzzy guy. It's all yours. Get in there. Get in there.
Yeah, there we go. Namaste. Happy day before Guru Purnima. Yeah, Guruji and I went to lunch today, and we were in the car driving there to lunch. And I've had Kriyas for a long, long time. And I was showing her one of the Kriyas. Some of them are kind of cramping and they get a bit painful. And I was showing her, as a Kriya spontaneously manifested. I said, see, this is what happens. And she took her hand. She was driving with the one hand, and with her other hand, she grabbed onto my palm. And now I'm losing everything because it's pretty much right back there. And it took really probably about a minute before the arm released, and there was a great, and again, these are not new experiences, but this gets more and more potent as it goes. That knot in the arm, the Kriya just released, and I could feel energy just moving very fluidly through my arm. Things were moving much more freer, and that was something that was very obvious immediately. But after that, there was just this, energy that just moved, and I just, all that one could say is that the body just flopped over and just a goner. That's all that I can say. Very, very potent, very strong. This is just totally spontaneous. I mean, we were driving to lunch. This is 100% spontaneous. There was nothing that was created for it, nothing pre-planned for it, nothing at all. So during this time, all the, and I've been honest here with, there has been still cycling of mind that comes and goes. And during this time, and it's still happening, it's actually difficult to speak right now, so hopefully this is making sense. Just that feeling of totally losing, who you think you are. And again, these experiences have come, but this one was even more potent, more blown out is all one can say. And it was just, I remember verbalizing that it was like, well, who am I? I don't know who I am anymore. And it was just gone. The body consciousness gone. And as Guruji was driving, the body was just flopping over. I mean, it was totally limp, and just that pure consciousness was there, so solid, so vivid. And anyone, whoever I thought I was, just gone. If that was even ever real, it just didn't even seem like, it just wasn't real. And it's still, these things are waving through more and more today. Today, you can tell I'm hopefully making sense, but it's continuing to wave through very strong. Again, mind feels even more blown out than ever today, and that's continuing to wave through, which is an incredible blessing. All those, some of those fears that were held on to, and that again would come and go. These things seem to, at least for here, all one can say, progressively get more and more that non-dual consciousness, where there's absolutely no sense of what one was before, or any, it's, like who you thought you were never existed within that is, even more and more pronounced. And what an amazing blessing it is. So there goes Raj. Guruji stepped up, so we've got the bird barking, the dog barking. What amazing blessing it is, and again, these things need to be experienced. One can be sitting at home and feel like maybe they've made progress, or they're so used to a certain way of being, certain way of thinking, or who they think they are, all these things, or even feeling like they've gathered a lot of experiences. But, there's nothing like, and I, again, living with Guruji, but that Shaktipat, that touch of pure, pure consciousness from the Guru, that transmission, there's nothing like it on this path, and it cannot be explained, it cannot be verbalized, it can only be experienced directly. And again, with the Guru Purnima coming up, it's even more of, it's the greatest, most auspicious day of the year. These things are no joke. They're absolutely, again, have to be experienced. So that's the blessing, being here. And letting go of your regular life and your attachments just to come for a few days, and again, this is waving through still. So, anyway, I think the words are gone at this point.
I'll let you get back over there. Before she...
Whoa!
Yeah, you shouldn't sit in that chair.
Maybe
sitting in the chair was a bit much at this point.
Sense.
Yeah, so what happened was she was having the Kriya in her hand, and it was just, just really just like this. And so what I did was just reached over and grabbed it like this. That was it. I grabbed it there in the palm, in the center of the palm, and grabbed her wrist. And it released. It tried to flap around for a few minutes, and it released. And then once that released, then what happens is the whole identity went with it. And she was in the car just like, I don't know who I am.
I still don't. So I don't even.
She still doesn't know who she is. But I told her at that point, don't try to reconstruct anything. And so it's working on the last of those threads being cut, and hopefully during this Guru Purnima we'll be able to give her another couple doses of Shaktipat here, and and the last threads will hopefully at that time be cut and not come back and not reconstruct in any way, shape, or form. So anyway, again, this is why we say, yes, these blessings can be given at any time, but Guru Purnima is a special time. And really, at that time, it really can be extremely potent. It's potent at any time, but take advantage of it during Guru Purnima. It's the best time to really make the journey for blessings. So, and at that, we'll go ahead and close this out for today. And I hope to see that people make the journey next year, that they're serious about the path, because we don't know how much longer I will be informed. You never know from day to day. I'm not a teenager anymore. So one can't say how many more years I will be embodied in this form to be giving these blessings out. So take advantage of it while you can. So on that note, I'm going to close this out. Happy day before Guru Purnima, and Namaste.
Namaste.